Hello everyone. Today it's the first session of the series about the youth opportunities at different countries, especially for Pakistani students. So I'm starting my first session with the scholarship opportunities at China. So um, for the China, there are different types of scholarships that are offered for Pakistani students, like there's a general scholarship that is supported, that is sponsored by China government, that is called China government scholarship, that is also called CSE. And there are some provincial scholarships, like each province have their own quota for the scholarship, and they have a fixed number of scholarship that are awarded to the international students. And there are university scholarships also, like each university have their own quota, and they sponsor a limited number of students on their scholarships. And there are some scholarships for language. In that scholarship only China language is offered, like bachelor or master in Chinese language. And there are some scholarships that are called Belt and Road or Silk Road scholarship, and some partial scholarship. So there are different scholarships that are offered to the students around the world, but especially for Pakistan, these are the scholarships that can be offered, and annually different students come here at China on these scholarships. So for the China, the scholarships are mainly offered in all the subjects, and if anyone is interested, then he or she can search uh, the major and with the university, and if their major is offered in any university, they can find the scholarships, which scholarships are offered in that university, and he or she can go to that university and apply through the proper way. On that I will talk later. So the scholarships are mostly announced in between November and May each year, and in between that time every university have a different deadline, and that deadline one can apply. Like some universities have deadlines in December, some have in January, some universities extend the deadline to to the May or April, or like that. So it depends on the university that which deadline they have. And the mostly the results are announced like in May, in the end of July each year, and after that the students prepare to come here at China. And new academic session starts every year at the end of August or September. So in these months mostly students come here and start their studies. So for the scholarships, if you want to find a scholarship, then there is a website that is CSE, like studychina.csc.edu.cn. I will post that website in the comment, so you can go to that website and you can search any university with your related major. And if you type your major and you are interested for bachelor or master or PhD program, then you will put that program and you will search, and then you will find the list of universities, and you can go to each university's website and to find the details about your major and about the available scholarships in that university. So regarding the application procedure, mainly the for the Chinese government scholarship, the application is filled online on the CSC website that already mentioned, that is studychina.csc.edu.cn. So on that website you have to fill online application, and then you have to print that application, and you have to attach the required documents, and then you have to dispatch those hard copies to the universities. In some cases, some universities you have to apply at CSE online portal, and then you have to fill the university online form, that is also required. And for that form university university have their own procedure to fill the form, mostly on the website, and then you have to print both the forms, and then you have to dispatch those forms to the university address. So for the documents, mainly the documents like you need to prepare those are photos, your academic documents, like for the academic documents you need to prepare your last degree and transcripts, and those must be notarized, because you don't need to send your original documents, or you don't need to attach your original documents. Only you need to attach the notarized documents in the online portal, and you need to send those notarized documents to the university, like your academic document, in the academic documents like your degree and transcript. And there's a physical examination form, that is health form, and for that form there's a format that is given on the CSE website. You need to print that form, and you need to attach a photo, and you need to follow the process, and you can get signed that form from any government hospital, and you need to attach the required test with required medical test with that form. And another requirement is a research plan or study plan. Mostly if you are applying for PhD, then you need to submit a research proposal and research proposal or research plan. And if you are applying for master degree program, then you need to prepare a study plan that is mainly 800 words, and you can write that, and you can find some guidelines how to write that study plan. Maybe I can do another session how to write that study plan. And you need to have two recommendations letter from your last university. If you are a master degree student, then you then you will take two recommendation letter from your previous university. And if you are for bachelor, then maybe you can have two recommendation letter from your last college, in the case of Pakistan. And sometime and your passport copy, that is also required, copy of passport. And if you have applied for your passport and you don't have passport this time, then you can mention there applied for passport, and you can also apply. And for the acceptance letter, that is optional, but in some cases, in some universities, you need to have an acceptance letter from any professor from that university. So for that, you need to find the universities with your major, and you will find the list of professors on the website of university, and you will contact the professor who is interested in same research areas in which you are already doing work, or you are interested to go in that research area. And you will email that professor, and you will ask him or her that you are interested to work under his or her supervision, and you will ask for acceptance letter. And if you are provided with acceptance letter, then you will attach that letter with your all documents, and then you will dispatch to the university. So in the case of Pakistan, you can use any courier, but sometime if you are using Pakistan Post, then I will suggest to use EMS, that is fast service. And you can use also TCS and other courier companies, because in the China you need to dispatch documents, and it's upon you which service you are using, and and which service you think that it is good to use. And so for all these documents, you will prepare 2 sets, and you will send 2 sets together to the university. So for online form, like at the CSE website, you will create your account, and after creating your account, you will verify your account, then you will be allowed to fill the form. So if you are applying for more than one universities, then you need more than one email addresses to fill the form, to create new accounts. Like if you are creating account from one email address, and you are interested to apply to another university again, then you cannot apply from that account, because on that account you can only apply to one university, and for another you need to create your another email ID, and for on that email ID you will create a new account on CSE website. Then you will be able to fill the form for another university. So when you will fill online form in the CSE website, then there are different categories like category A, category B. So it depends on which scholarship you are applying. So these details you can find on the university website on which university you are applying. So for mainly for the China government scholarship, there is category B, I think, but you can find from the university website. And for the majors, on which major you are applying, that will come in the list of majors in the CSE form. So you will find which majors are offered in that university, because on any university you are applying, first you will visit the website and you will find your major, then you will apply. So you need to find the exact name of major, which major you are applying, and you will select that major in the list of majors in the online form. So the benefits which are covered in the China scholarships, there's a main scholarship, that is China government scholarship, and on that scholarship there's no tuition fee, and accommodation is free, and students are provided with some monthly stipend. And again, it depends on the scholarship category. And for the CSE, that is 3000 RMB, that is Chinese yuan, for master students, and for PhD that is 3500. But in the case of other scholarship like provincial scholarship, like university scholarship and other scholarships, it depends on university that which benefits they are offering. So you will find all details on each scholarship on university website, that which scholarship is covering what benefits. So another thing nowadays here in China, if you are applying, then some universities ask for HSK4, that is Chinese language test. You need to pass HSK4 first, and you need to attach that certificate with the documents, your result with the documents, then you will be able to get a scholarship. And in some universities they will offer 1 year Chinese language course, and after that you will pass HSK4, then you will be able to continue a scholarship. So it depends on the university how they are offering the programs. And for the case of IELTS in China, you don't need to pass IELTS or TOEFL or any other language test. And if you are applying to any university that is offering English language taught program, then maybe you are required these tests. But mainly in China you don't need to pass the IELTS or TOEFL, but nowadays you need to pass HSK4. Mainly it's when you come here in China, you will be offered 1 year language course, and after that you will pass the HSK4. If you are unable to pass, then maybe they don't continue your scholarship. So it's all about China government scholarships. Mainly I focused how these are offered for Pakistani students. So I hope you had got some information from this session. If you have any question, you can put in comment. I will try to answer. But if there are some other things that are remaining, I will try to cover in coming session, like how to write research proposal, how to write a study plan, and how to prepare other documents. So I hope it was beneficial. If you have any question, you can put in the comment. Thank you so much.